There you go.
There we go.
Here we go. What's
Up
up?
and
What's
running.
up?
What's up?
Okay. I feel like this session is going to open up and we're going to have some nice trades, to be honest.
I
Because
do hope so.
because for the whole of the day, we've literally done naff all, to be honest. But Wilski, do you want to go through your what you're looking at? What have you seen? Your standard stuff. I'm going to put on a bit of music.
Yeah, from yesterday, we're looking. We are coming into that point on the weekly on DXY. We saw yesterday ended up closing okay, but really we saw Asian session push up, and we have seen price come up now. I'm interested in what we do because you got to look at the conflicting bias of we have been creating lower heights at the same time. If we start coming up aggressively, there's all the chance we can push through them highs there. So I'm looking at what we do around really just 99 is the kind of level which we haven't quite tapped into today yet. Get that push. I do think we're looking good for. I mean, look at the daily; it's as clean as you get, really. We swept
DXY.
DXY, yeah. Because if you look at even all this area here, we swept a lot of liquidity. We made further highs, we pulled back, and it's looking strong. I don't think the downside really at the minute is going to come in. I would favour us taking out this high, which we made, to be honest, start of August. That's DXY. EU, my trade's running decently. We're up about, probably around 1R now. I just want this to carry on down because what we've done is, we've come into this fill, which is here on the daily. So I'd want to see price continue through that. And today closed through it. We did close yesterday through this small gap here. We've retested this morning, so I think it's looking very, very good for downside, which is kind of inverse of what DXY looks like. And as for GU, it's not quite moved as much. And to be honest, it's been hard to trade this week. We've seen, especially in the lower time frames, you can see that consolidation. Yesterday, today, really struggling to get outside of Asian range. So I would like to see price today close below here. It's quite low. We've got to move another 30, 40 pips before we see that. I am still in sales as well. So, nothing really changed in my analysis. It's just...
same stuff.
Yeah, it's just... We just need
Lawrence.
Strong candles. What's up, Lawrence?
Yeah. So we'll see what's going on. Like the US has just opened. Let's have a look at some of the S&P 500s and all of that. The current trade that we're in, unfortunately, not on Funding Rock. Doesn't matter, but so we're on a trade that literally was about a pip from getting taken, but unfortunately, I missed that. There is a saying, don't be a prick for a tick. And unfortunately, guys, I was a prick. So I left it there. And we'll see what happens now. Obviously, the Open's coming up. At the moment, I see on Euro, all we've been doing is just this stairways down. So there's not really... maybe I thought around about this area, we could have had that kind of break above that weekly level and then a push off and maybe like a mean reversion trade, but it hasn't. It failed, came all the way back down, broke, and then retested that weekly level. So to be fair, it does. Your short bias, Wilski, just looks in place.
It's like Lawrence was saying, them equal lows on the daily are looking like a good area for price to come down to.
What on the EU?
Yeah, so EU last week didn't quite sweep the previous weekly low, whereas GU did. So I'm quite liking that, to be honest. And it's whether we get that aggressive pullback for further downside today, or whether we do just continue that move down.
Yeah, because if I take off, in all fairness, all of the levels, broken under the EMA, retested onto a fib, onto the EMAs now, and it's just... If this was a 5-minute time frame, I would be aiming for this low right here. Obviously, this is not a 5-minute time frame, but just this kind of setup just shows that the momentum, no matter what, is still pushing down nicely. On the 5-minute, Could you try and long that? Maybe. I don't think you'd want to long it though, really. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't want to.
Yeah, let's have a look at some of the indices. So they've opened a little bit stronger. So we've had this little bit of consolidation, break, retest, and it looks like it's pushing up. Obviously, you've got those Asian highs up here. I don't know how it's like, what price is like on indices when it comes to Asian highs and lows. I know obviously in Forex, it's they get taken quite a lot. So I think we're just going to have to chill for a little bit and just wait and see if anything plays out. EU, the only other idea would be on EU to go long is if we kind of push up here and then find support and then aim for these highs that have been made all through this session. Which, if that happens, that's a nice little mean reversion trade. Doesn't look good for obviously my USD CHF that I've got open at the moment long, because that is basically break even now. And it is tempting to close a break even, which would be a shame.
Abdullah, EU will go up again sooner or later. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we're in a ranging market.
Yeah, I am bearish on it, but if especially this week doesn't go down to them lows, I will be very cautious.
Yeah, at the moment we're having a little bit of let's get it momentum now. I'm at break even. It's actually quite, my stop is very, 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 very tight.
That's frustrating.
A little bit frustrating. Yeah, it's going to take me out. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, so that's taking me out there. Let's have a look at EU and see what the crack is with this. That's very annoying. Let's go back onto, so I can get rid of that note right now. We'll just wait and see. To be fair, I like pound a little bit better. If you were going to go pound, that's also EU. Because if we can break above this daily level, then we've still got the highs of the Asian session, that are there. And if we break up above this level and we find support, that's had 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch. It's had quite a lot of touches on the day. So a break retest from there would be perfect.
Because it's been choppy as well. You've got that sign that it ain't going down to give you that option for a buy. But yeah, GU, that 1.34 level is a killer. Like I've been watching, I used to have it as a main key level. I don't really look at key levels as much, but yeah, GU didn't close yesterday below that, and that level just is very, very strong. Yeah,
it's been sat there for it's struggling around here. To be fair, it's just been ranging all day. Just shame I don't really trade ranges, but that would have been somebody that trades ranges would have lapped up so much today.
What's up, Forex for Life? How's it going, man? UJ buys.
Yeah, GJ has been pushing up really, really nicely as well. Now it's having a little bit of a retracement.
Oh, you're in some good profit. 158.70.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah. So I was actually long from the same place. 80. Oh no, you're further down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very good move.
Yeah, mate. You're around about here. Yeah, so I got long off this retracement, this bit of price action here. So I took the fib from those lows, just got in at that 50 level. EU is no, I definitely agree. Yesterday for the UJ, we were talking about it. Definitely did look like it wanted to push up very nicely on the day, to be fair. But the only trade that I really see is a mean reversion trade for these things.
Just got to be patient for it.
Yeah. Look, if we can get the retest, a proper break, and then a retest on that level, then I wouldn't mind buying it to the 200 EMA at least.
I wonder when the US government's going to open again, man. It's been too long, honestly.
It's been a weird one, isn't it? Definitely been really strange. Not surprised why everything's so choppy as well, especially on some of these.
Yeah, that's why I've really got to be patient with my moves, because I just know that in normal market conditions, it probably would have moved a bit quicker.
Mm.
Yeah, I do like UJ to the highs. I think I am bullish on the dollar, so I do favour that.
Yeah, like if we have a look at the obviously you've been through the Dixie already, but look at that, just lovely trending market structure. I think I had my stop a little bit too tight to be honest. Because if we can hold, if we can't break those lows and we hold that area.
Would you look to get back in?
I would, yeah. Where would your stop go? Back underneath that?
Yeah, potentially. You'd have to trust that it's going to go once it's going to make its move, which is cool to do. Very impulsive.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go back in. I'm going to get back in on it.
Targets at the highs or further.
I think I've just okay. Sorry guys, I'm just concentrating a sec.
Deep in thought.
Trying not to do my ass live on stream.
And you got all the accounts.
Yeah. Yeah, because Euro as well.
USD CAD for sales. How is USD for trading against CAD? I've never looked at it.
I don't like trading USD CAD.
I think it's a little bit like what I can imagine in a Euro pound is.
Not
very
not fun. Not a nice one to trade. It's quite mean actually.
Well, GU's really going.
Yeah, it's going down, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go into EU because I'm already on that, on a different. I'm just going to go for that. Let me work out.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
Because if it turns around and comes back in up here anyway, I want to be out because it's just, it's already touched these EMAs. It's retested the 50. If it comes back up and on top of that level, well, it wants to come back up. So
yeah, because if that's the pullback for the session, then that's done.
Exactly. So if that pullback failed and then it just comes back in, well, we want to go higher anyway.
Yeah, ride the volume at this point.
Yeah. If we can get a break of that low, I'll be much happier as well. Oh, I'm glad I got back into that USDC. It's a shame I had to take the loss on it, to be fair. Stop loss was a little bit too tight.
I'm bearish on EU and G for this week to take previous weekly lows, but I haven't been able to get an entry. That's the problem with just this week and how it's moved. Is it realistically has just gone down, and maybe that pullback was last week. So yeah, scaling in now is pretty tough. I do think the moves on like Friday, I feel like they were the plays, or at least for the high of this next leg on the daily time frame.
Yeah.
But I took a loss on EU anyway. So really, this move comes in on EU. I'm only up 1R, which is not the best. But profit's profit.
We're coming back into this prior area of demand. Obviously, it's the demand on a 5 minute, so it's not major. Let's see where this potentially could go. Got a level here. Potentially. Oh shit. Oh, what is going on? Okay. So was that 15931? Okay, we've got a little bit of space on. So if I could let myself get taken out of that area, man, it's so silly. It's a problem when you put your stop in the middle of a range.
It can easily sweep down and carry on.
Yeah, because if you think about it, my original stop was underneath this, which, okay, fair enough, may have got taken. But if that's the pivot and that's like the break of market structure, then pulling the stop inside of the range, it's kind of a bit of a bad habit to have, to be honest.
Especially with it being so, like, realistically, what's that, like 1 or 2 pips down?
Yeah.
Had it tiny bit lower.
Yeah. And it's also then you got to pay spread, and then you got to pay commissions, and then you got to pay all of that just to get back in. It's like, whatever. See if we can get a decisive push down. The thing is, the way the market's been today, I don't trust anything. It could be either. It could do anything. The amount of times today that I've seen price looking like it wants to do one thing and then it just goes and does something totally different. Can't trust it. You just gotta try and conserve the capital until you see that momentum come in.
That wasn't the biggest pullback we just saw on EU compared to like the previous one was a bit deeper. You just want this really.
And ideally, you really wanted to sell this, really want to be selling it, selling it right there, and you stop being above the actual market structure high. Again, patience really, and actually having a decisive plan of, okay, I want a short here instead of only shorting once it started pushing off, but whatever.
How's the cryptos looking?
I don't want to look. Let's have a look there.
That's what I'd do. Let's say just looking for buys.
Oh. Yeah, we're kind of down across the board. They're a little bit, you know, some of them looks like we're in a bit of a range on some of them. Solana, we've just come back into the range on Solana. You can have a look at, okay, maybe that was like the range highs. Maybe down here is like maybe the range lows, and then you've got these little deviations. Maybe could just play around in here until eventually 1 year we actually push up. I don't know. Bitcoin looks like it already came down, maybe come back down to this EMA, which was around about 100,000. Let's have a look at some of the equities. I bought this today. Let's have a look. Oh, that's down like crazy. Fucking hell. These are the ones that I was talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
So I bought this.
Oh, good.
I put in an order today. Let's have a look at what I got filled at. See, that looks. I don't know how. Like my forex mind would be like, that looks like a good long, but
yeah, buys.
Yeah, but that's, I don't know, with like equities. I don't know what. I don't know if that's, and it's got no liquidity either. Okay. So back at break even on this EU. Let me have a look at what I got. IBK. What I got in out of this coin or this equity. A lot of people are saying that there's, you know, everybody's saying scared that there's a dump on this things happening. Okay, so I am in. Wow. Didn't go through.
Oh, didn't even tag you in.
Didn't even tag me in. Interesting.
Oh, why?
Yeah, 196 was my limit order, which is where it's at now, in all fairness. Weird. There you go. Oof. There you go. It's a little bit of an impulsive move. Nearly came down and took me out of the USD CHF as well.
Your tenders in buys.
Yeah, definitely. If he's looking, because that's the weekly level. Let's say it pops above there, takes me out, retests, and then continues upward. Then yeah, 100%. Still don't see it at the moment. The thing is, it's been doing this all day. It's been doing these really fast moves and then opposite direction. You know, so it's not. It's really difficult to. It's a difficult one.
So far, it's just looking like a range, really. It's not too.
The best place for a trader that trades momentum to be in. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. It just doesn't seem to be moving.
Doesn't seem to want to.
Do I invest in Bitcoin? Nah, I don't. I had a little play around with cryptos a few years ago, but didn't quite get it in the right time, so I'll be waiting for the next big drop and then likely get in then. I do think it's too high in a minute to be getting in. But even in terms of short-term trading, I don't look at cryptos.
Yeah, USD CHF looks like it's coming down. Let's have a look. It's come under those EMAs, retested that level. Difficult plays, man. Difficult plays.
My bad, I was on mute.
Uh-huh.
I was on mute. I was just saying they were looking good a minute ago, but I suppose you're still in, so you've still got that chance to flip.
Yeah.
Just
Tense,
wait.
isn't it?
Tense moments.
It's like, because it's like super close.
That's the problem. They're quite tight.
Super close.
Tight stop losses.
Oh yeah, it's probably a little bit too tight.
Yeah, I don't really miss it too much when you're in and out really quick. It takes a lot out of. It's quite draining mentally, isn't it? When you're
big time. Yeah, big time. You sell on 15-minute, 1 hour oversold. You know, things can stay oversold for a long time. You know, and we haven't broken structure yet. Like all day. If we have a look at all day, you'd have had, okay, oh, it's going back up. No, but it hasn't broken any structure all day, really. Like, the argument would be, okay, if we, let's say it takes me out, comes back, breaks this high, retests back onto that pre-high, pre-break, then we could probably get long. But I don't see there's any point of longing right now, to be fair.
That highway or stop losses, if we break that to the upside and then pull back, it probably has a better chance.
Yeah.
It's frustrating when you get a session where you're expecting that volume and it just doesn't.
Yeah. To be fair, it's quite annoying. It is quite annoying. Okay, I'm out of CHF.
Done for the day after these trades.
Not if EU does do what it do that. Like if we start seeing now lots of pushing up and doing something like that, then I'm happy to take the chance of paying to get long. But if it stays in here and doesn't do anything, then no.
Okay.
We'll be sitting around and doing naffle, to be honest. Let's have a look at where we're sitting at. What's everybody else trading? Is everybody on the same thing? Are we all trading? Look at gold, $4 on the day.
Yeah, it's really gone now.
Yeah, it's really pushing
This
down.
will be the biggest candle in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is going to be the biggest candle in a very, very long time. Wonder what's driving that.
Look how it's just kind of healthy, maybe.
It's needed.
It's just like it gets to the point where, you know, why aren't people with lots of gold selling a little bit? You know what I'm saying?
Just hugging that EMA.
But
The EU's hugging that EMA.
that's yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is what I'm saying.
EU is at a daily and weekly support area. Yeah, I don't know. I still favour downside. It's looking better now.
It's looking better until it doesn't look better.
Nah,
It's done this a lot.
time to go.
It does. It's done this a lot.
Yeah, I want to see TP on EU this week. Ideally, I don't want to be holding this trade for ages as well. It's got my TP's about 60 pips away. Still got a while.
Wow, what an intense session, man.
Very. Didn't expect this.
No, nor did I. Nor did I, to be honest.
My EU target's down at the previous weekly lows, which is like 115,400 ish.
115,400. Let me pop you over.
Yeah, get this up. So my move is really targeting these lows. So really this week, I don't want to see us stay in this same area. Like it's had 2 taps into this previous low. We have cleared it, but I'm favouring downside. Just want to see this kind of move now, really. I think, as we were saying, the only worry is you potentially got lower time frame liquidity there stacking up. So once you get down past these lows, you just want to see that trend continue. And to be fair, ever since I got in this trade, it's moved pretty nicely. And very rarely would it now pull back and just take me out. Which is why, yeah, I favour the move.
We're still stuck in this range. So the thing is, with little ranges like this, it just tears everybody up. Just
Yeah,
especially like smaller things. But it's just all it is just building up orders just all over the place. All right, guys, we got like we'll stick on for another 10 minutes because we only come on for about an hour. But an hour goes quick these days, man.
Quick. Yeah, rapid.
Right, all the time. Yeah, it goes really, really, really fast. Would be a lot nicer if it just fast price action, to be fair. No.
GU just looks disgusting.
Let's have a look. Fucking hell.
Did attempt to try and go down.
Yeah. If you're a range trader, you're lapping this up. I wonder what's holding the range.
Not too sure.
Lack of news, lack of
everything.
Lack of everything. We need a tweet from Trump.
We have pound news tomorrow. Inflation, yearly inflation. So that could give us a little bit of movement in the morning, but I do find the pound news doesn't do too much as a whole.
Yeah. What's the inflation at the moment on the pound?
3.8. They're expected to go up to 4%.
Wow.
It has been creeping up this year.
Wow.
The year started at 2.5, so they're looking for a 1.5% increase from the start of the year.
The UK's in a bad situation, man.
With this budget coming out next month as well, that's gonna really
doesn't say so. Okay, so they've tried to cut rates. Now inflation's back up, so they're gonna have to raise rates.
The rates don't look like they're gonna get cut.
Yeah.
For a minute.
And on top of that, you know, I've got friends in recruitment. I got a friend of mine that used to work in recruitment. He told me today that his friends, you know, from his old firm, are starting to get the sack
already. Yeah. All this comes out.
So it feels like a bit like a melting pot in the UK at the moment. So you've got all of these different things that are just adding and adding and adding.
But they're acting like that's the problem.
Right. Yeah, they're acting like it's okay.
Yeah, but it ain't. Really isn't.
Doesn't seem like it, does it?
See what happens, but it's not looking good.
I was having a conversation as well. It's like Trump, love him or hate him, is doing a lot of things that are trying not to make their lives harder for the people in the US. Taxing on other countries, he's not adding extra taxing, the UK, fair play, the UK is very different from the US, and they can't really put tariffs on other people because they'll just be like, you know what, it's the UK, like they're not going to care. But taxing and just non-stop is just not going to make the UK a desirable place for people to be and to bring their money.
So I heard something about they're taxing inheritance on farming, which is killing the industries. And I think Trump said, you know, we don't do that.
But is that a land grab though?
Not sure.
Is that a land grab to privatize, to take all of these, you know, family run farms private? You know, there could be something sinister there. I don't know.
As you say, Trump, he is doing some things that keeps the everyday person somewhat stable, whereas the UK, it's just being ripped apart
big time.
And you can see many people who've got money, they don't want to stay here anymore. They really don't. Nah.
We were talking about tax yesterday of like profits, your payouts and stuff.
Yeah, it's high.
Crazy, bro. 35%, what is it? 35% if you're in the higher tax bracket.
The income tax, I think, once you start earning something 100 and something K a year, you end up paying 50% on your income.
Not just that, you lose all of like child tax benefits and all those things that save people like a good few thousand a year.
It's terrible.
Wow. I don't think EZU is going to do anything right now.
Disappointing session.
Yeah, a bit weak, isn't it? A bit weak. It's like, yeah. That's probably it for us, to be fair, guys, since, as you can see, there's actually nothing going on. GU back into the range. EU. Probability would probably say that it's, hovering underneath this weekly, that it'll probably end up breaking, taking me out, and then going up. We'll soon find out. But USD CAD on higher time frames. Let's have a look at USD CAD on higher time frames. Wow, it looks long to me. Don't know what you think, Willski, but it just looks.
I agree. I agree.
Definitely long.
Took out them highs previously on the weekly, really far to the left, and then needed a pullback, but it still seems to be respecting them previous lows.
Yeah, you've got a nice level here that it could be holding. See, it held really nicely there. It's coming off quite a bit. The USD CHF is coming off. CAD is coming off on the day, and that does look like it wants to come back down to this level on the day. But overall, on a higher time frame, I think you're still bullish on this. I think this still wants to push up. You've got all the EMAs now starting to come up as well, and this is on a daily, so momentum's been pretty much sustained.
You've got to trust your analysis, though. That's all I'm going to say, because you can ask anyone for advice, but
yeah,
it's not going to help your trading.
Yeah,
You can have a perspective at times, but yeah, when it comes to making decisions, stick to what you know and trust it.
Yep. I would say a sell would be, you'd be
At
looking
the minute,
for
it's
a sell on the day. This looks like it's selling off. Yeah, you're broken under all the EMAs, really impulsive move down, retracement back to a 50, and it's kind of textbook actually. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to that 140 levels. Let's have a look at gold before we get off.
Still going.
Yeah. That's it, man. There's nothing really to talk about. We're still ranging. So there you go, guys.
See what tomorrow.
Wolfie, thank you very much for joining. Apparently tomorrow, Denzel is coming. Sacket's not coming because there's still holidays. Apparently, the holidays are for 2 days.
Big holidays there.
Apparently, it's a massive holiday. It's like Christmas.
Yeah. Let them enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it. Everybody enjoy, and try not to get chopped up in this range too much. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Later.